Yes, Sandeep, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, okay. Okay, admitted all. Okay.
Okay.
You start. Yes, Sandeep.
Yes. Sir, I'm here. Yes. Okay. I'll start now. Hello, good evening, and welcome to our session Masterstroke. I'm Dr. Sandeep Patil, student of IIHMR Bangalore, and your moderator for this session. Since so many people are joining, so we'll start with the little campus tour of IIHMR Bangalore. So Lambuja sir, can you please play the video? Hello, good evening, everyone. So we'll start with the session. As a well-known quote goes, the distance between dreams and reality is called action. Here at IIHMR Bangalore, we are guided to take the right actions by a focus on the comprehensive development of every individual as a person and a healthcare professional. IIHMR Bangalore provides us with the best industry opportunities to ensure that every students begin their journey getting rewarded for their talent as well as constantly learning through times to grow into an eminent part of the healthcare industry. So we'll begin this session going through the slides of IIHMR Bangalore and getting to know about a little bit more about IIHMR Bangalore. Lambodar sir, can you please share the PPT? So as we all know, IIHMR Bangalore is established in 2004 and has established itself as a unique research and education and training organization. IIHMR Bangalore receives MBA equivalency by the Association of Indian Universities. IIHMR Bangalore was accredited by National Board of Accreditation in 2022. Introduction of a new specialization, which is health information and technology, was done in 2017. Then expanded educational program offering pharmaceutical management. Now PGDM batch size has also increased to 120 from 2020. Next slide, sir. Now going into the academics, it's a 2-year full-time program, a postgraduate program, and there are 4 specializations, which are hospital management, health IT management, and pharmaceutical management. Then in IIHMR Bangalore, there is training parts, certificate programs, students engagement programs, webinar series like Masterstroke. Then students are well equipped for in-person, virtual, and hybrid programs also. Next is research and publications, which is a unique feature of IIHMR Bangalore. There are types of projects which are undertaken like evaluation, formative implementation research, social assessment, then thrust areas like reproductive, menstrual and child healthcare, life course health, NCDs, health communication, and digital health. The geographies, which includes urban, rural, and tribal. Consultancy includes faculty and institutional consultancy. So next slide. IIHMR Bangalore has been ranked as the top hospital management college by Higher Educational Review magazine 2017-2018. The college has also received national award for excellence in education in category Educational Institute with best academic and industry interface by World Education Congress. The week's best B school ranked 11 in 2021 in Bangalore, and the Outlook's best B school ranked 10th in Bangalore in 2021. College has also been recognized as the best business schools in India for 2021 by the Knowledge Review magazine. Next slide. Now we'll go to accreditations and empanelment. National Board of Accreditation has already accredited IIHMR Bangalore, and also consultancy organization for NABH by National Accreditation Board for Education and Training, Constituent Board of Quality Council of India. Our program has been rewarded MBA equivalency by the Association of Indian Universities, as I mentioned before, and it has also been registered with National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF. Next slide, sir. Our empanelments include Har Ghar Jal Jeevan Mission, which was a government initiative. Then also there is implementation of research for health system strengthening and facility assessment of healthcare entities for SHAs under Ayushman Bharat PMJ. Next slide, sir. So now we'll start the session by introducing our speakers first. Then students are a torchbearer of any institution's legacy, glorifying the institution by giving out their best quality work in the corporate world and inspiring young minds to join that legacy. So today we have our 2 proud alumni, Ms. Purnima Ramesh, and Mr. Akash Sharma. So, next slide, sir. So I'll start the session by introducing Purnima Ramesh. She has been graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Microbiology from SIS College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Mumbai. She has done PGDM in Hospital and Health Management from IIHMR Bangalore with a specialization in hospital management. She has worked as an analyst at Deloitte Consulting India Private Limited from 2014 to 2016. And now she is currently working as a senior consultant at Deloitte Consulting India. So without further ado, I'll introduce our next alumni also. Lambodar sir, PPT. Akash Sharma sir. And our next alumni is Akash Sharma sir. He has graduated with a Bachelor of Life Sciences from Gurukul Kangari University, Haridwar. He has PGDM done in PGDM in Hospital and Health Management from IIHMR Bangalore. He has worked as an executive TPA at Fortis Hospital, Bangalore, and Toma Endoscopy Center, Mumbai, for 1.5 years. Now he has been currently working as a regional quality lead in North region since 2021. So we'll just start with the session. Purnima ma'am, Akash sir. Hello.
Hey Sandeep, yes.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Hi. Welcome to the session, ma'am.
Hi, thank you so much.
Yeah. So we'll just quickly get to the point, as if, everyone is waiting for and want to get to know about everything about your industry experience and everything. So I'll just start with asking you the first question. Like, after you had done BSc in microbiology, what inspired you to choose PGDM program, and that too in IIHMR Bangalore?
So to be very honest, I don't think I wanted to continue with my master's in microbiology, and I was looking towards something towards management. But I didn't want to leave my my science background, and I had a very nice mentor in my college. She was the one who guided me and said, "Hey, see, this is something that you could do it and look forward to." So when I started doing some research, I came across IIHMR, and I think Bangalore campus was by default my first option. I didn't want to go up north, so I think I chose IIHMR Bangalore, and yeah, that's the history.
Yeah. Then I'll just ask Akash sir also. Hello.
Good evening, Sandeep.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the session. And I want to ask the same question to you, sir. What was the reason to choose IIHMR Bangalore?
Specifically when like students, they want to do some PG course or anything, so they look for specific criteria, and I think for me the criteria was it should be a good college with a grade A plus, or within a category. And then placement is also plays an important role, and definitely in the industry IHMR is a famous name, it's a brand.
Yes.
So if you'll go to any hospital in the north or in the south also, so everyone will know, or you will get your one of the senior everywhere. So I think IHMR is a brand, and that was the biggest reason to choose the IHMR.
Yes, I have to agree with you, sir. IHMR is a brand. Even I have joined through one of my seniors only, who is an alumni of IHMR. Yeah, so I have to agree with you on this. Sir, I just wanted to ask you about your journey at IHMR. Can you share your experience?
My journey was pretty good. I think I have done everything in the campus, not just studies, but extracurricular activities. We actually we had a fun way of doing all the things, and our professors, they played an important role in in these 2 years. And definitely, unfortunately, there was COVID also, so 1 year we had to complete it from home. So it was like people are doing work from home, but we were doing study from home.
Okay.
So yeah, so it was pretty good. But then we spent 1 year in the campus, and the campus life was really good in IHMR. So if I sum up, so it was like awesome.
Okay, Purnima, you had the full experience of being in the college campus, right?
Yes.
So I want to know your journey at
Absolutely.
IIHMR.
Like Akash said, the first thing that I remembered when I saw the video and when I came back to the campus was the badminton court, the court. I think that's the famous thing. So we used to just wait for the sessions to get over and, just go down. So I think it's not only about studies. IIHMR focused on holistically everything, be it promoting your extracurricular activities, post work, and as a team. I think that's one thing that struck with me real even now is that not only just studies, holistically growing very important.
Yes. Okay. Ma'am, can I ask you, why did you choose this specialization, hospital management?
So I think year one, we do everything at one stretch. And I think then we do our internship. And to be very honest, when I had to choose an internship, I was very, very, very keen on getting into hospital, always fascinated by how a hospital runs and works. We've always just seen the front end going as a patient and coming out, right? And when we started doing the course, I was more interested in seeing how the operations work. And I did my internship, I think, in Fortis in Bombay. So I think when I went there, I realized, okay, how much we can, contribute to the society, being a part of it. And I think that's how I chose in my second year the hospital management as the option. Yeah.
And Akash sir, can you tell us about your industry experience so that all the viewers can get an idea about, since you have so much experience of working in Apollo and now, so I would like to know your industry experience now. Sir, can you please unmute yourself? We can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry for that. So talking about the industry experience, before joining this PGDM course, I used to work for Fortis as a TP in the TP and claims. And so mostly I used to work in TP operations there. But after my PGDM, I joined Apollo as a senior executive in quality and operations. So yeah, I mean, the journey was pretty good. And then I shifted to North in Delhi. And then I've been promoted as a regional quality lead here. So right I'm watching over 4 hospitals, which 2 are in NCR. So I think I have a total experience of 3.5 years now in operations and quality, and it is going well. Yeah, you're on mute, Sandeep.
You're on mute, Sandeep.
Okay. Okay. I had to do this now. Okay. Purnima, can I ask you about your 8.5 years experience working with Deloitte?
Absolutely. I think I think Deloitte first came to our campus, or I think started with IIHMR Bangalore, and I think we'll be very proud of that. So I think when they started off, to be very honest, I don't think we knew what health IT was. Back then, we didn't have health IT as a separate course. We just had one section of it. And when they came to campus, everyone was fascinated by, oh, it's Deloitte, Big Four, So I think we just sat for the interview. And to be very honest, when I sat for the interview, I didn't know what to look forward to. But when I joined over there and how health IT actually works is something that I've learned over there. I think I started off as an analyst, first understanding what it is, how health IT works, and we work on an EMR, right? So how that works, and progressing to different roles over the past 8 years.
There are so many of us who want to know a bit more about health IT and IT industry, health IT industry. So can we get a bit more idea about it? Because my batchmates are so eager to join this specialization also.
Sure, Sandeep. But when you say health IT, it's so vast. You can't say it in one way, right? And to be very honest, I just work on one part of health IT, right? I only work on EMR, EHRs, or transformation when they say, right? Digital transformation. But there are so many aspects to it. So if anyone has any particular question, I think that would be more easier to answer than in a holistic way. But if anyone wants to know what health IT is, very basically just going digital, guys.
So on this note, I would just like to tell everyone that they can put their queries in the chat box so that we can address it in the end after the discussion is over. So the next question is for Akash sir. What do you think are the general roles of a manager in hospital?
As Purnima ma'am said, so there are different roles like in IT. So there are different roles in hospital also for the managers, and there are like n number of managers. So suppose you are working in a clinical department, so then you will be working under medical superintendent, or there will be a regional medical superintendent.
Yes.
So there, your job responsibilities will be different. But
Yes.
if you will be working in quality, your job responsibilities will be different. If you will be working in operations and in patient excellence, then so there are different departments. And then if the managers they are working in those departments, so job responsibilities changes according to the department. So
Okay.
if I'll give an example of quality, my job responsibility. When I was a senior executive, my job responsibility was used to do audits, and then I used to handle monthly data, then analysis of the data, then generating all the reports, and then generating dashboards, meaningful dashboards with the all the infection related data. Yeah. So there are n number of roles now. As I've been promoted, so now I'm handling a team of ICN. So
Okay.
there's a separate ICN, there's a separate team of quality spokes. So they are working under me, so they're reporting to me. So I think job responsibilities are changing or change according to your department in which you are working. If you're working in if you're working as a care manager, so care manager, what they usually do, so they usually takes care of the patient. Once your patient is in your hospital, until unless he or she will go out, care manager has to take care of everything. It's not like you have to go to the bedside, or you have to ask, will you take tea or coffee? No, it's not like that. It's related to the patient safety, and it's related to the complete care management of that patient. So yeah, so job responsibilities change according to the departments.
Okay. And to the similar line, I just want to ask Purnima also, what are your responsibilities as a team lead in Deloitte?
Sure. So as a team lead, my first and most important thing is I make sure that, my team, I manage a team about 9 people. So to make sure that, hey, whatever task is coming our way from our clients for the EMR development or for the support that we do is met. We make sure the quality is there. I think one of the primary KPI that we follow is our quality. Make sure that quality is met, and we have no defects, and we are following all the correct protocols, right? Because it's healthcare data. We make sure that there's no data breach, and what should we do to be careful about not breaching them. So I think we have all different checks that we do, and my primary goal is to make sure that none of them are missed. And if it's missed by them, it comes on me as to say, hey, why did my team miss it? What could I have done better, and how could I have averted that?
Okay, it's nice to hear your experience. Then I just want to ask Akash sir about there is one doubt, there is one question which comes in each and everyone's mind. Can you please explain more about the various departments in IIHMR? Because a lot of people think that if they should choose pharmaceutical if they have done UG in B Pharma, they will choose IT if they have a technical background. So is it related? Is that a stigma, or anyone can join different specializations? What is your take on it?
So your background doesn't relate to your PGDM at all. So if you are from the commerce background, or you're from the dental background, or you're from the MBBS background, or you are from any background, science background, so it is not affecting your PGDM career, or the kind of job you are getting it. So if I'll explain about the IIHMR Bangalore, there are 3 departments, and now they have added one more, pharmaceutical one. So in my time there was hospital management, IT, public health. So we and I think it's a general query for the first year students what to take in second year, or if we will take IT, then we will get only IT jobs, we will not get into the hospitals, or if we will join the hospital, we will not get the IT jobs, if we will join the pharmaceutical companies, we
Yes.
will only get the pharmaceutical or research kind of a job. So it is not like that. Let me tell you. So I have done 2 internships because of this fear that I thought I should do it in IT. So I did it
Okay.
in IT also. I did it in the hospital. But then now I know it doesn't affect your career, or it doesn't affect your placements at all.
Okay.
Yes, but I suggest this, since we are doing MBA in healthcare or PGDM in healthcare, so it is important to understand the concept of the hospital, because hospital is your base.
Yes.
Even IT companies, they are working for the hospitals only. So if you will understand your base, if you'll understand the working of the hospital, how different departments work in the hospital, how they you know all together come and connect and giving their best. So that really helps. And yeah, so if you later on, if you want to join IT company, I think IT companies also prefer more hospital background.
Hmm.
So there is no like, I will not suggest that you should take hospital or you should take IT or you should pharmaceutical. If you want to choose anything, but you choose that one, because it doesn't affect your career or your placements at all. But yes, I will recommend that you should understand the basic of the hospital. So how hospital is working, how different departments are working, what are the different departments in the hospital, how is the patient flow, or how is the process of the hospital. So that is the basic criteria of having the hospital knowledge.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this, because so many doubts have been cleared for sure. There is one. There is a question for Purnima. How was your
Sure.
internship? How was your internship, and did it help you in understanding how the industry works?
So two, like Akash said, I've also done 2 internships. First one I did in hospital to understand, like, do I actually like that? And the second one I actually did it in Deloitte. So I've experience in both. So if anyone has specific questions, so I think when I did in hospital, I did a NABH gap analysis, and it was very interesting because I think I was very interested in knowing about NABH. I think anyone in a hospital, we know that NABH is like topmost for us. So I was very happy that, hey, I got to work on NABH gap analysis and things like that. But then when I did my post, when I got placed in Deloitte, and that's when I did my IT, I think that's something that I actually enjoyed doing, because I think it was a mixture of both. I have to know my hospital, like Akash said, hospital workflows very well. Otherwise, it's of no use whatever you do. So I think it was a big mixture of both. So I think I prefer to stick with my IT field. Yeah.
Okay. So how has IIHMR helped you in getting prepared to face the corporate world during your college time?
Okay, great
Uh,
question. If Akash wants to go first, or I could go first. But the thing is, guys, no one's going to prepare you for your corporate world, to be very honest. So I'll say enjoy college. Just make sure that when you step into corporate, I ask your seniors or how the company works instead of having pre-notions and continuing the same culture in corporate. So when we're in college, I'll say enjoy your college life. Just be a student. Don't think about what corporate needs to be done. But once you step into corporate, you need to cut off and be like an employee and not be a student, which is very important. So don't worry about corporate culture in college. That's one thing I'll say. Please enjoy life.
Yeah, no, and for sure we'll do that, and we are actually doing it right now. And
Good.
and what's your take on this, Akash?
Yeah, so as like Purnima said, I think she's right. In first year, you have to just enjoy your college life. Okay, just like you don't have to take it so seriously that like how is the corporate world, or like how it is going to be. Because if you will think about that, you will miss your college fun or your college life. Once you will exit from the college, then you will come to know what is corporate. So, and then you will definitely miss the college life. Okay, so my advice will, and yeah, think about a month before the placements.
Okay. And I have a question for both of you. Uh, how is healthcare transforming? Because of COVID, before COVID, there was different scenario. And after COVID, now the entire mindset has been changed in healthcare industry also. So what's your take on it? And how IHMR's experience of studying here has helped you to adapt to the changing situations in healthcare?
Sandeep, to be very honest, I think healthcare post this pandemic has become more, people have become more aware, which is
Yes.
very, very, very good. I think
Yes.
that was a much needed thing. I don't think people were so aware of it or even actually thought about health as a whole to be so careful about. So I think pandemic, one thing that's taught us is how to take care of ourselves, put health and keep it on priority above anything else, be it work or whatever. So I think that's one thing that I will say. At work front, I think what we saw different was I can say from an IT perspective, right? Because that's what I focused on. How things changed in the healthcare was like, okay, the immunization and how it is going to reach, and how do we track it so that we know what percentage. Because only giving a vaccination is not going to help. We need
Yes.
tracking of it and the data for it, right? So I think that's something that the industry really, really worked on, and that's something that even I have seen working on. So yeah, I think that's what pandemic changed.
Yeah, okay. And what about you, sir, Akash, sir?
Yeah, so as Purnima said, healthcare actually it is still transforming, and there was a big change after the COVID. People are opting for the telehealth. People are more, even not just the patient, doctors are going for the digital health now. And if I talk about the hospital, because I have a closer look into the hospital, processes have been changed. So one basic procedure now, people are going digital. So you now for coming to the hospital, so hospital has changed entire process and they are going digital. You just need to click on a link and then you will be registered in hospital. You just come and then there will be an RFID tag. You just scan that tag and then you will directly get the number or your your room number and everything on your message, and just they will check for the COVID and everything, and then you will just go in your room and then nurse will attend. So by I mean, like, the hospital has changed the entire process after this COVID. And yes, IHMR has always helped us. There were a number of opportunities which were providing us by our professors for doing a number of internships or different courses, different certificates. So yeah, IHMR always helped us in understanding this. But after this COVID, healthcare has been transformed into something. People are using artificial intelligence also now. They're using EHR. People are not just people who are like hospital and IT healthcare companies. They're working together to implement EMRs into the hospitals. So yeah,
Okay.
changed.
Yeah, everything has been changed after pandemic, and I agree with you. Everything is going digital, even hospitals entirely. So on that note, I'll just ask. I want to ask both of you one question: what are the important skills and learning curves that we need to focus as students during our program?
So Sandeep, one question that I had was when you say skills, right?
Yeah.
Skills, when you say, is it for during the course or to prep for your future?
During the course as well as for to prepare for the future.
I would say first and most important thing, skills as such, I would say focus on soft skills, because if you go to any field, soft skill plays a very important role. Your communication, be it any language, guys, I'm not saying has to be English. I think that mindset is something that we need to really, really change. So be it any language, I would say your communication skills need to be strong, right? So I would say focus on that. And today we live in a world of emails. So if you're going to be joining any sector, right, because we're not going to be, we always going to be back-end people where we're going to be talking to leadership, people reading emails. So email writing skills is something that all of us should definitely focus on. These are the two things that I would say we should learn about, because there are a lot of other courses that our professors over there already know and make us learn about them. But I think soft skills is something that is self-development, and we should look for it on our own.
Yeah, okay. And Akash sir?
So I agree with the Purnima. So first and most important is your communication skills, how you present yourself in the not just in the class, in front of the recruiters also. So and you need to have writing skills. You need to have email skills, because as you were asking, how is the corporate world? I think in corporate world, email is the only thing. Okay.
Okay.
So even if you have to take a small permission, you have to email it. So that is, I think, the basic and the most important skills you need to have. So writing skills, yes. Communication skills, how you are presenting yourself in front of the recruiters. So all these are the basic skills. Apart from that, the institute helping you out in having all those analytical skills and data analysis and like other things. But yeah, so you just need to focus on your self development.
Okay. So on this note, I thank you for sharing all the experiences that you have. We have actually, from your perspective, now we got to know what's more important right now in our program. And so we'll go to the audience's questions first. In the end, there is a question: what will be the difference between growth and starting salary packages between PGDM in healthcare and hospital management, and MBA in healthcare and hospital management? I guess that's a very complicated question, but I
I
had to
think
sort this out.
I'll just say one thing, guys. When we entering the field, don't think only about your salary and your package,
Yes.
right? Because that's
Yes.
going to keep growing as you enter the field. But when we enter the field, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to settle for a low package. All the companies these days give you at par with what the industry standards is. So I would say instead of focusing on what the salary is and what it is going to be, focus on what kind of work you're going to do on. Is that something that you guys want to be aligned to? I think that's first thing that you guys should be looking at,
Yes.
instead of seeing what's my package, I'm going to go to health, I'm going to go to hospital. I think that should be the first you should focus on, and not the salary.
Yeah, I agree with you. The next question is, how does the placement drive works at IIHMR Bangalore? Now, since I guess we are here right now, I think, can you explain your experience? What did you have during your time placement? How placement worked in IIHMR Bangalore?
So back then, during our time, I think we had a list of companies or hospitals that used to come by. We used to approach them saying, "Hey, we are reaching our campus selection. Would you be interested in joining?" So wherever each of us, or we were all from different states, right? So
Yes.
whenever we did our internship, we used to go back, reach out to the HR, and say, "Hey, we're done with our internship and we're done with our 2-year course. Do you think that you would be needing people?" And I think also our alumni base definitely helps, and people, our seniors, wherever they were working. So we reached out, and that's how it worked. And to be honest, everyone got placed when we had a campus drive.
Yeah. Okay. Akash sir?
So I'll go for the first question which you have asked,
Yes.
because I just want to clear a difference. So MBA and PGDM, there's a slight difference. MBA is a degree which is presented by the universities. So if you have taken admission in the IIHMR University, you will be presented as a MBA degree. And there are AICT college, so which are approved by the AICT with NEBET and all. So they generally present the PGDM degree. So there is no difference. First of all, there is no difference between these two. Curriculum is same, and I think PGDM is more like updated one. Okay. So the first question was
Yes.
the difference. Someone asked about the difference. So yeah. And don't think of, as Purnima said, don't think about the package first, which we have been told. And of course, you will be thinking why they are saying about the salary and the package. because for everyone. But then initially, if you are joining a sector, you're joining the healthcare sector, be it you don't have to think about the salary in your 3 or 4 years tenure. Okay, because you need to get that knowledge. So you don't need to think about the salary or in hospital or in pharmaceutical or in public health and how you can grow further in your in your first year. If you have joined a hospital or if you joined another IT company and you have completed a year and the growth is same, no, so then just work on your growth, work on your knowledge, work on what is there to need, what is there to learn more, and how can you grow more.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the first question I just wanted to say. What was the second one?
The second one is regarding the package only, and package part, and how does placement drive works at IIHMR Bangalore? Placement team, about the placement part.
Uh, of course, back in our time, so there was COVID. Okay, we had very less companies, to be honest, because it was COVID, and we had a new placement officer at that time. But I think it was pretty well, because everyone got placed and everyone is. I think my batchmates, they all are working uh, at good of in good companies. So yeah, it was really nice. And don't think about, if you're in IHMR, then don't think about the placements. You will
Yeah.
definitely get the good companies only.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't need to focus on the placements. You need to focus on the knowledge, or you just need to focus on what or how can you learn more.
Okay. Yeah. For sure. Yes. Learning is the most important
Yeah,
part. I agree with
that's
you.
it.
Next question is: are we assigned to mentors related to our interest or specification during our course period? So I think I know you should go with this, Akash sir.
Yeah, so I think in your second year you will be assigning to your mentors, and they will be helping you out. They will be helping you out in polishing your skills and how you can proceed in that specialization. So if you have choose hospital management or IT healthcare, and your professor is from the hospital background, like mine was Dr. Ellen, so they will polish you, they will tell you, they will guide you that what you need to do, how you can do it, or you have to area. So yeah, so I think in second year they will be assigning you mentors, and they will be helping you out in polishing your skills and everything. I think that was the question,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yes. Punima, can I ask you the same question? The role of mentors during the program, during specification.
Yes, I
During the
think
course.
it's so back then I remember when I was assigned a mentor, right? So I
Yeah.
think they played a very important role of understanding, what we should be looking forward to, how we should be approaching our project, or because we don't know when we get into what we are getting into. So I think guidance from them is very important. And to be very honest, I think all our professors in IHMR are very capable. So there's no this thing that, hey, you should be assigned only so and so. So whoever is assigned to you, and I don't think they say that you can't talk to someone else if you're assigned a mentor, right? So I
Yeah.
think that's one thing that you should be open to, whoever is my mentor, or if you're comfortable asking someone, you should. So I think, yeah.
Yeah. I guess there's one question for you, ma'am. Could you tell about roadmap of a consultant
Regarding post
regarding
and
post and
salary.
salary growth?
Wow. I think Akshay is very interested.
Yes.
Hey, Akshay. So I think it's the second time you posted the same question.
Yes.
So um, To be very honest, when you start off in any IT company, you don't start off as a consultant. There's always an analyst role, and then you grow up the ladder. And if you're talking about salary, like Akash and me said earlier, don't look at salary first. It might just look very low or whatever it is. But as in you grow, you learn, you grow in the firm. That's when you grow as in your position and your salary. So it's not how you enter, right? When you enter, we are all just new joiners with nothing basic knowledge other than our degree. So guys, don't focus on that. Any company you're going to, your first and most important thing is going to be learning, right? When we learn in our college is our basic thing, but as in when we grow into the industry we are. So please keep yourself updated, learn what your company is doing, or if you're in an IT, if you're working for a product, or if you're in the hospital, you're working for the processes. I think knowing that is more important than your salary or how to get there, right? You will get there only if you learn your processes or your domain. That's how you can grow up and grows with that salary.
Yes. Okay.
Akshay, I hope that helped. Okay, he says yes.
Yes. Okay. There's a question ki, hello, can you please tell me more about the job profile? IIHMR jobs in and as hospital managers. I can't get that first part, but as hospital managers, job profile. So I would like to ask Akash sir about this. As a hospital manager. Sir,
Akash,
are
you're
you?
on mute.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry. So I can tell you about the hospital, as I was earlier saying that there are different departments in the hospital, and there are different roles. So you can get any role. Okay. So suppose you have done your internship, and during your internship, as Punima was also saying, she has done an ABH gap analysis, and during my internship, I did the JCI accreditation. So my knowledge was more towards the quality, and then fortunately there was an opening in the quality also. So I joined as a quality executive there. So there are different roles in the hospital as manager, then there's a care manager, then there's a patient excellence manager. Okay, so there are different roles for the for all the students, and once they complete their internship and once they sit into the pre-placement activity or the placement activities which happened at the IIHMR Bangalore, accordingly they can choose. Okay, and the recruiters, they doesn't want that you should have that knowledge priorly. Okay, of course you guys are freshers, or some of you may be experienced.
Yes.
Okay, so if I was if when I was a student and there was an IT company, they didn't ask me about the you just need to have a basic knowledge. Okay, so suppose like if Deloitte is coming to the placement, then you need to learn how Deloitte works, how is the US healthcare is working, how there are different types of insurances in the US. So you just need to have the basic knowledge. Similarly for the hospital, so you just need to learn how hospital workflow how it works. So if a patient is getting admitted, if a patient is getting registration, how it is being done, if a patient has to transferred from the emergency to the main ward, how it is working and how they are doing it. Okay, so all these processes you need to learn, and then you just need to according to your knowledge, if the recruiter will ask you, then you can tell. And there are n number of opportunities, there are n number of positions. So if you are fit for that position, then you can go for it.
Yes. So we'll go with the almost last question. Do we have any government job opportunities for MBA in healthcare management and hospital management?
Yes, guys, I think you should have known this by now. We have a huge healthcare system in India, and quite a few organizations are government owned. And I am sure if you all have heard of NRHM, one of the biggest. So yes, we do have openings.
Okay. And there's one question that I missed. Okay, what is the difference between MPH and MHA? I guess he's a new joinee, so can you please address that question also? Difference between MPH and MHA.
So,
I,
yeah,
so,
please
oh,
put.
go ahead, Akash. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Aril, please, you do.
I was just going to say it's a very, very small difference. It's at the end, it's a health thing. It's just that when you say MPH, it focuses more on public health,
Public.
more on data, and more on the well-being of the society. But when you say health, you are basically in the front, say you're working in the hospital or an IT or anything like that. So that's one small, tiny difference. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There are two more questions. We'll just address them quickly and among four streams, which has the highest job responsibility?
Akshay, I wouldn't say that there is a difference or, which has the highest job responsibility. Each responsibility or each role you play is very important. So don't think that if you work in a hospital, your role is more important than if you work in a public health or in a IT. Each role that we play is very important for a personal growth as well as your career.
Okay. And last is it okay to change our field? For example, a person working in marketing willing to go for consulting firm after an year. Is it okay to change the field? Like in our field, changing from hospital to health IT.
When you say marketing, right? What
Yeah.
kind? I mean, are you saying hospital marketing or are you saying general marketing and then going into a consulting firm? Is that what the question is?
Pharma marketing.
Pharma marketing. So when you keep jumping, the only difference I would say is every time you change your field, you're going to start as a fresher. So you should be willing, you should be open to that and be okay that, okay, I'm going to be starting again from scratch. If you are willing to do that, I don't think firms are going to say no, that we don't want you, because you're still coming in with healthcare background and something different or unique that you will have, which someone else might not have.
Yes. Okay. So on this note, before concluding, what is your advice to all the students at IIHMR?
Advice.
Yeah.
Guys, go for it, enjoy your course, and make sure that you make the best use of all our faculty from the knowledge that they have gained and how the experience they have and to what to look forward to. I think, yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. Akash?
Same, I agree with Purnima. So I'll just say, just enjoy your life. Just enjoy your college. You need to focus on the things. How can you make use of this first year and second year in the college? And similarly, on the same hand, you have to enjoy your life. Okay. And you can ask about the professor. I've enjoyed my life in the college. So it was so good for me. I still miss my college and I'm still waiting when there will be an alumni meet. IIHMR life, you will get once only. So live it.
Okay. So I just list out the key takeaways from this session, as everyone is texting right now. And the key takeaways are we should focus on learning more, which is the most important thing, and not the packages. And second, we should enjoy our life first. We should enjoy our this period
College
of time with college life. Yes, for sure. So it was an honor to have both of you here, and it was very nice to interact with both of you. So thank you so much for joining Masterstroke session, and thank you everyone for being here and being such supportive audiences. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sandeep, for
Thank
the
you.
session.
Yeah.